Welcome to the latest edition, last episode of the OTE podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Eric.
And we got a little something for you today. Something that it's been on my mind, been on Eric's mind. Talking about, okay, when is it appropriate to spend money on a woman? Should you spend money on a woman? Does that make you a fool, a simp, or whatever they want to call it? Is it okay to spend money on a woman? Okay, now a little background. I'm a more or less single man.
He's a player.
No, yeah, we'll see about that, right? We'll see about that.
He's a player. He's a player.
He's a
player.
Not quite there, but Eric here is a long-term married man, so we're totally different zones.
Yeah.
You got a single man, and you got the married man here.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Because you're gonna watch on the outside, because you've been out of the game for a while. You've been watching on the outside. What do you think about men, spending money on women?
Back in my day, I'm that get off my lawn type of guy. Yeah, no, not really. But back in my day, and just how I grew up, I'm probably more of a traditionalist. I always believe that a man is supposed to, provide to a certain degree for a woman, going out on dates. I remember when I was younger and me and my wife, then girlfriend, were dating. I paid for mostly everything. Dinners.
Y'all did for about, what was it, 5 years before engagement?
We dated for 4 years.
4 years. 4 years. Okay, so that's 4 years.
About 4.5 years.
You're buying the dates, drinks, foods.
No, not drinks. We
Coke,
drink.
Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. You drunk something.
Yeah, I was, buying the food, buying gifts, and just really just splurging whenever I felt it was a good idea to splurge. But yeah, paying for dinners, movies, things of that nature. Eventually, she started paying for some things, because this type of personality she is, and she would get me gifts and all that and splurge on me. So I guess I felt like it was, it was okay during that time, just because of the era and just how I grew up.
Yeah.
I grew up during the era of R&B and hearing those same things, like you supposed to, baby face, when I get home from work.
Oh, they hate the Red Pills hate that song. The Red Pills call that a simp anthem.
Have your dinner waiting and all that.
I'll cook your dinner too. Soon as I get home from work.
No, we love Babyface,
I think I'm as good. I think I'm as
yeah. No, we let Babyface take care of that. But yeah, that's how I grew up, as soon as I get home from work, cook your meals, your dinners, and things of that nature, pay for your, those types of things. But I think it made it easier. I was less inclined to believe that it shouldn't be done because it was reciprocal. So I would probably take that idea to any, whether it's modern day relationships, or if you came from a kind of old school type of tradition relationship model, that you want reciprocation in some form or fashion.
Some type of reciprocation.
Yes. You want to know that what you're investing, you're getting back. Just not sexual, but that probably does help. But as far as affection, commitment, fidelity, those types of issues, those type of scenarios.
Like she's actually in this too.
Yeah.
Like you're
moving.
It's okay to give money, spend money, share resources, as long as there's a share going on. Like you're both in this together.
Yeah.
I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So from your perspective,
as a man, because my whole 20s straight up, it wasn't no really long-term relationship. It was just date. It was a lot of dating going on.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of dating. I'll do a video about that coming up. But if I were to ask a woman for a date or plan a date, I'm going to pay for the date because it's my idea. No. That's how I figured it. But once you got some type of relationship going on with a woman, you've been around, you will expect a woman to contribute in some kind of way. Like for instance, I usually if I'm was involved with a woman around my birthday, I would like them to make me a birthday cake, or I like them to sometimes bring me some food to work, something they made. I like that. And the woman did that, I'm cool with it. You don't got to spend money necessarily, but do something. I like to eat. I like food. So, woman, bring me a cake, bring me some lunch that she made. I like that. I appreciate that. And now, I think a problem where a lot of guys get into a situation, they start trying to lead with their wallet. They start trying to buy the woman.
Yeah, that's all they. Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's simp stuff.
Yeah.
You shouldn't think the more you pay the woman, the more loyalty you can get, because you can't buy loyalty.
Yeah.
You can't buy commitment. You can't buy love. You can't buy none of that. So any guy out there thinking that, oh well, I take this woman to the best restaurant, I take this woman to the best vacation spot.
So don't be like an R. Kelly. Don't you say no tonight.
Exactly. And then they get shocked. Oh, she doesn't like me. Well, no, that means nothing. She wanted to go on the trip.
Yeah.
So she wanted to eat the food.
Yeah.
You gotta do the work still. You can't just try to jump ahead and cheat. Think I can buy my way. No, you gotta put the work in.
Exactly. I agree.
And that's what a lot of guys get twisted about that. And so they see a guy, you're paying for a date with a woman that's reciprocating, that you're in a relationship with, versus that you're trying to buy a woman by wooing her with your cash or whatever. One is acceptable, one is not. To me, if there's reciprocation involved, like Eric was saying, it's totally acceptable. If you're just trying to leave with your wallet, trying to buy the woman, trying to impress her with your money, impress her with your car, you're a fool. And you're only going to attract gold diggers. You're only going to attract women that want you for those material things. So you're being quite foolish indeed. And sometimes you do, as a man, because you gotta be the guy. You're the pursuer. You're the guy going out to get the woman. You're gonna take some L's.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might get a free meal. They might get a free meal off you and never talk to you again. That just might happen.
Yeah.
But you gotta be in it to win it.
Yeah.
And they love game.
Also, just having a healthy perspective of, what scenario you're getting into.
Exactly.
If you're going out to the club and try to meet women, more than likely, you're not going to meet, your future wife. You're going in there, and women are, you mind women drink after drink and all that, and they're not giving you the time of day. You have to understand. You can't get up. You can be upset. It's okay to be angry if you go in there into that situation not knowing, like, you may be going in there to, try to get a future girlfriend or something to that extent.
Exactly.
But when it doesn't happen, you can't be.
Don't be mad at them.
You can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at the process.
Yeah.
You have to understand the process, and just move forward. Move in the direction that you want. Continue to move in the direction that you want to. If you're trying to look for that, if you're looking, sometimes men and women, but mostly men, look for love in all the wrong places.
They definitely do. They go to, let's say you're going to the bar, you're going to the club, right? Guess what? You're going to find girls that like to drink and go to clubs there.
Yeah.
She might not be the girl that you want for your long term. You go to church, you're going to find a girl that likes going to church.
Yeah.
But guess what? She might not be your super freak.
Yeah.
Okay, she might not be the super freak.
Yeah,
you might not be able to get your world rocked each night with all kind of weird devices or whatever you're into. So if you're into that, okay, maybe you should not go for a girl that goes to church every Sunday and reads the word.
Well, maybe she might be hiding something, so you might be able to find you might be able to find a freak.
But if you do, that'd be a bonus. That'd be a bonus for you. Then don't expect that to find that. Don't expect her to change into that.
Yeah.
And don't expect the girl that's going out every night to suddenly be like, oh, I'm not going to go out no more.
To be home when you get home cooking your meals.
Yeah,
like you might not.
She don't want to do that.
Yeah, especially, and you also take into perspective where you are in your life and when you visit some of these places where, and you're looking at these women where they are in their life. Like you have to, that 20-year-old in the club, you're probably not looking to settle down. So you probably are not going to find that person in the club, especially if you're 25, maybe pushing 30. If you're don't have the proper perspective, that leads to some of these red pill or even extreme, the men going their own way movement.
Yeah,
they're just so disenfranchised with the dating scene and all that. But maybe it's because they're going into the situation with the wrong perspective. They're looking at the wrong things.
They definitely do, and a lot of people, they don't They don't understand it takes two to tango.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's always half and half. So it's maybe you get done wrong. Well, yeah, she did you wrong. She did that. But also, you put yourself in that situation. You chose her. I think that'd be a good topic to talk about. Taking accountability, the MGTOW red pill thing. Because I run to those guys a lot. You know, I'm gonna get comments on a video, or I run to them in comment sections, and I got called a blue pill dummy by this guy. He called me a blue pill dummy.
Wow.
A dummy, really? Yeah, a grown man called me a dummy.
Oh man.
Because I said something about, well, it's not the woman's fault that you did something.
Yeah.
I got called a blue pill. Yeah. But I think that was a good video. But
maybe you just met your blue state. Maybe you're blue.
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. But that's another video too. We're coming up with all kind of new ideas with this conversation.
That's what we do is bounce stuff.
We bounce stuff around.